Hi everyone and welcome to Inspiration and Information with Sneha, a community where we inspire and empower each other. Today I have with me Niharika Virmani, who is the founder of Ramgin Arts. She's an artist and also a fashion designer. Welcome Niharika. If you could just tell us, how did Ramgin Arts come into existence?
So Ramjan Arts is basically a name that is derived from my four-legged beings in my house, my two Dashan babies, Rambo and Ginger. And this pandemic gave us time, everybody the time to explore their hobbies in a good way. So be it
Right.
gardening, cooking and all. So I got back to painting.
Oh,
So that's
lovely.
how
Okay.
the name came about. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the pandemic has really brought out a lot of creativity in most of us. I totally agree. And a lot of us have been wanting to get into entrepreneurship, and each one of us is like dreaming about it. So, how did you really make up your mind that yes, I want to do this by myself? I want to get into entrepreneurship.
So honestly do not still consider myself as an entrepreneur, but I just somehow took this with the help of my support system. I just took this forward, this step towards this whole art thing forward, and then just getting the feedback from obviously your friends and family. I just thought that let's just put it on Instagram and let's just get a feeler then that how it is actually, because I
Right.
always had self doubt, being an overthinker, that's a self doubt of whether it's worth it. There'll be so many people who can do it much better than you. So
Yeah.
is it worth putting it out there? But yeah, I guess once you take that step, it somehow gives you that confidence that yes, you're worth
Totally.
something.
Yeah.
So that's how I got into it, like full time, instead of just in my little tiny room, being like a painter, renowned painter there.
Yeah, no, I think that is the mantra definitely, because there is no point really having thoughts in your head and thinking that it's not possible. It's all about being out there and just taking that plunge, and I think rest of it just works out. Also, Niharika, were there times when you felt sort of stuck, or were there any challenges, or do you still face them, and how do you cope up with them?
So yes, the like people might I mean there are various challenges, but for me, in my opinion, the biggest challenge that is still existing, that is myself.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just like overthink and create the obstacles and the speed breakers that the situation has even not even arrived. So
Right.
like I just said, that even if it's whether it's worth it, that's a question of self doubt, that itself like is the big thing. So you need to have your support system where you're able to not just like talk about the creative part, but also the confidence building part with them.
Right.
So in that whole game, I think my mother, my sister-in-law, she'll kill me for calling her that. So basically my sister and my
Right.
school best friend. She's been like a pro at solving the chaos in this tiny little head of mine. So I hope she
Nice.
continues to do that. But yeah, yeah, that's how.
No, again, I guess that family support is very important when you're taking, the plunge into things like this, and a good
Yeah,
friend.
because
Yeah,
outside, you'll find like even if you know the person, but you never know what feedback you get. It can
true.
be critical, which you never know subconsciously. It brings you down. So
Right.
your support system to keep your head on the level and to keep you on track to go on this like with focus.
Yeah.
Support system really helps.
Yeah, definitely. I think that is something I totally agree with. In fact, even when I started off, I'm still in, even I wouldn't say I'm totally experienced, but as I'm growing in this journey, I realize it's very important to have that support of your loved ones. And Niharika, what is that one message you would like to give somebody who is listening to our conversation right now? Is there something you want to share with them?
See, I'm still new at it, so I will feel a little small to be able to inspire someone. But I would just say that coming from an introvert, I would say that just um, don't let the time bound you. Never, like, it's never too late to take any step.
Yeah.
Like people might tell you, oh, it's too late, you're not married, or it's too late for, to go back to studies, or, too late to start another stream of line or something. Don't get into all of that. Try and, just wait and listen to that inner voice inside you, because because if you don't let that voice speak to you, you will try n number of things, but
Right.
down there you will just feel that this is not it. So
Yeah.
once you get that calling, that voice, just you should be able to shut every other voice possible around you and just follow that path and keep
Yeah.
at it.
Absolutely. I think that is another great technique or tool, I would say, because our little voice inside of our head has so much to say. But if we can
Yeah.
consciously just make it quiet for a while and focus on what we want and just go for it, I think sky is the limit. I totally agree with you on that, Niharika. Thanks for sharing that with our listeners. And lastly, I would like to know what are the products that one can find at Ramjan Arts?
So when you explore, go through Ramjan Arts,
Mm-hmm.
basically it's on Instagram. So if you go through that handle, you'll see like an amalgamation of flora and fauna. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Because like I told you, like through pandemic, someone goes through this, someone explore this hobby. So when I saw my mom exploring the gardening part of it, I asked her one day, like, what? Why do you like it so much? It's so messy and the insects and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
So she just said one thing that, it calms me. So I
Right.
just felt that that is what painting does for me.
Yeah.
So I get to stay in my creative bubble in my room, and whatever I visualize in my head, I am able to express all of that on
Mm-hmm.
paper.
Mm-hmm.
Without being an introvert, that's a big thing to not, you don't have to communicate to people for that.
Right.
So,
Right.
so the whole thing of the amalgamation of flora and fauna basically came from there.
Mm-hmm.
Being a pet lover, that plus one thing had similarity with the flowers and the nature and everything, which was that the two similarities which I felt was that basically they both have the ability to like emit so much love and happiness and vibrancy around you, and they
Yeah.
also have the ability to communicate to you with in a such a non-verbal manner, which is so similar to a painting of a process of painting.
Absolutely.
So
Very true.
yeah.
Great. So
So
yeah.
coming back to that, the products and all, well, there are various wall arts. I have explored my bit in gift tags, gift greeting cards, customized bookmarks. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so whoever sort of appreciates it and the basically the art speaks to them, they can DM me to place their orders.
Definitely, I will share the link to Ramjan Arts in the description box where all of you can go ahead and order from Niharika. And, to add to the festive vibes, festive spirits, I'm sure Ramjan Arts is really going to make it
Yeah, yeah,
even more
already
interesting.
working on it.
Oh,
Already working
that's
on it.
lovely. So you've already spread those vibes. Great. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, do head to Ramjan Arts, the Instagram page, and you can DM Niharika should you want to buy anything, place an order. So I just want to thank you so much for taking time out to talk to me, Niharika, and it was an absolute pleasure. It was a short conversation, but I think there was so much that I learned as an entrepreneur myself. So thank you for that.
Most welcome, and thank you for having me.
Thanks, Niharika. And also, I would be interested to say hello to your partner, to your inspiration. Can we just get a chance to see her?
You'll have to wait one
Sure,
second.
sure, sure.
Let me see if she wants to make a celebrity.
Appearance. It's so nice to see your partner, your inspiration. Is there something you want to say about her?
She's yawning. Sorry, I just woke her up from an afternoon nap. I did not take a appointment in advance.
Hi, Ginger. It's a pleasure to meet you
Hi
as
all.
well. Nice, nice. So she is truly an inspiration for you. That's so nice. It was lovely meeting Ginger and you. Uh,
Thank you.
thanks, Niharika. So we will catch up with our listeners again. I'll be back with yet another episode of inspiration and information. Thank you all for joining us. Bye.
Okay, bye.